So I'm going to get to questions, juicy questions. We've talked about, women not supporting women. I still stand by that. Anita doesn't necessarily. She thinks it's a human thing. And you have your point. Again, for those just tuning in, this is AMZ TV, and I have with me my two lovely ladies, Evelyn and Anita. So now we're going to, and this is like since we've been having this panel, I think this is our third or fourth, I'm not exactly sure now. But, women coming together, sometimes we throw a man in the mix and see what his thoughts process is on certain topics. So one of the topics I'm going to pick up today, because someone wrote to me and said, is it true that as a woman gets older, she begins to get attracted to a younger man? Is that true, ladies? Cricket. Crickets.
I think so, because
I think
I think so, because see, when we are when we are younger, right, we are looking for the mature man, right? So you're looking for some, because most young people, I mean, I don't know about that, but you like the older man because he seems so much more mature, right? He knows how to handle himself, like he knows how to make you feel special, And then, so as a younger person, you're more attracted to the older guys, it's not old. I mean, just somebody who's older than you, that can give you that special feeling, you see him as so mature and so he knows everything, like, so you want to go with that person. But I think generally people believe that women mature more than men. So for instance, if you're 20-year-old and the guy's 20-year-old, the 20-year-old girl is more mature than the 20-year-old boy. So, but when you get to a certain age, the guys, they instantly, like, they act, is like when they're 40 or 60, you add 20 years to their age. It just, like, everything just collapses. Like, nothing is working any longer. And, and at that time, that's when you're at your most, you need that's when you're looking for somebody who can really keep you, happy and satisfied and all of that. And that old guy is ready to retire. He's done. He's gone through he's gone through that. He's done his time already. He's chased all the young girls and he's ready to settle. Well, you are not. So now at that point, you're gonna like start looking backwards and like, oh, let me look at those younger ones now seem a little bit, more exciting and all of that. Yeah, I mean, I agree for most women, would think that. I'm not saying I do, I'm innocent, so I don't think like that.
So, Evelyn, what is your take on
Well,
that?
it depends. It depends on the age difference. I don't want to be a cradle snatcher, but again, picking up from what Anita said, I have dated someone who is 7-8 years older than me, and it was a nightmare. The immaturity, oh my God. It was a complete nightmare. And I've dated someone who's like 6 years younger than me, and it was perfect. Well, we're not, when I say perfect, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The level of maturity, us women, we can rant, and when I'm ranting like this, he will just keep quiet and look at me. When I finished ranting, he would say, "Oh, my sweetheart, are you okay now? Have you let everything out?"
Oh.
And then I will now start feeling like a very stupid.
Feeling bad, and that's it.
Like I start feeling like a very stupid woman. So it depends on what a woman wants, what a woman looks out for. For me personally, he just has to be in control. And when I say control, I don't mean him having control over me, but control of himself, control of situations and stuff like that. And someone who isn't possessive, who lets me be, who lets me thrive how I want to, whether he's older or younger, that would be it for me. But how will I put it? A lot of younger guys are always attracted to me. I don't know why. Honestly, I don't have a clue why.
No,
You
no,
know,
I can
so yeah,
actually
it
tell you.
depends on the woman.
No. Okay, you've answered that question, one part of it. This question that this person asked. And I think we as mature women know what they're actually asking. It's more the physical aspect. Now, as for younger
Mm.
guys getting attracted to you, that happens all the time. Younger men are attracted to older women. They like there's an allure
Maturity.
there. They just
Yeah.
something about old, they love it. And because I've had these discussions with my friends before. I actually have a friend of mine now. She's divorced, and all she dates is younger guys. Um, is it something she went after? No. The truth of the matter is, a lot of the men that she can still bubble with, you know what I mean by bubble, as in like have fun, hang out, companionship, and what have you, and still be active, they're younger than her. Incidentally, when they look at her, they think she's younger, you know. So when you find Evelyn, like younger men being attracted, because again, they don't think you're that much older than they are. You see what I'm saying? So that question, we're going to answer that question because we know what this person is asking. It's not so much the companionship, they're talking sex.
The sex, yeah.
The
Yeah.
sex. My
Yes,
friend
I
would
agree.
tell
True.
you she's divorced. I was like, okay, why would I want a man now that's 10 years older than me? I'm an empty nester. I'm now trying to reclaim my, before marriage, before kids, that's where I am. Men are tired. They get to a certain age, they're tired. They did
They're
the
ready.
running around while you were home taking care of the kids. For some reason, I don't know why that thing is flipped that way, but it does happen. And now what happens is the woman is like ready to go, and the man is like, "See, small, let's watch TV and hold hands." And the girl
Yeah.
is. So why is that so?
I
Why is
think
that?
I think but biologically, a woman is at her sexual peak in her late 40s into her 50s.
Yeah.
That's when she's in her
Mm-hmm.
that's
And
her
the man is
sexual
in his
peak.
20s and early 30s. That's what they tell
Yeah,
you.
Yeah.
Sexual
Yeah.
yeah.
pick.
So that's why. Well, that's what I think. That's the reason why.
Yeah, and then at that, like you guys have both have said already, because so I don't know why the clocks don't match. Really, they should, because between the age of 20s and then 40s, the woman is busy taking care of the children. I mean, that's her focus. I mean, if you know women and how they focus on their children, that's everything to them. Make sure that the kid is fine and they're in school and they're doing well. Of course, the man is there as a provider, but it's really the woman who invests everything, and she puts everything into those children. So she's not really focused at that time on that. See, but as soon as the kids start leaving home, and she's like, like, okay, whoa, I have all this time. And now it's all of those, everything starts coming back. She wants somebody who, can keep her satisfied. And at that time, the guy, like you said, is ready. Everything's already dropping. Like everything is flapping. Everything is ready to retire. He wants to hold hands. But she wanted to hold on when she was 20 years old, and then you were busy running around with other girls, and then she had children, and then she was busy for another 20 years raising kids, and now she's ready to go and you're ready to go to sleep. So it's not going to work out. So she's definitely going to go back and look at people who are in that time that she's in. So at the time when you were running around, she's going back and look at that age of people. I'm not saying go and choose somebody that are children's age, but people who are ready to.
But is that wrong? Is it wrong to
Yeah,
choose
okay.
children? To choose boyfriend that are your children's age? Is it wrong? Evelyn.
I don't know. I personally wouldn't. So I don't think I could do that. But I definitely would look for a younger person. I could try a younger person. I would.
Is a
But
younger person
go
that's going to come to you, a 60-year-old man coming to you, you're not going to look at him. Okay, so let's face facts. Evelyn, is it wrong to go out with someone's child's age?
You know what? when people ask me this question, my answer is as long as the person is not younger than my youngest brother. That's for me personally. Once he's younger than my kid brother, the kid brother's age, then I would probably start to think, otherwise. But anything that age and above, I'm cool with.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a tough choice, and honestly, people do really fall in love. I mean, with this young, I mean, like it's like you think about it, I'm gonna be like, okay, so that means that, people want to try and tie with other things, but sometimes these women, they really do fall in love with those younger kids. Okay, I'm not saying it's the right to really fall in love.
Well, but who says it's wrong though?
No, that falling in love is not. It's not. You don't wake up one morning and say, I'm going to fall in love with this person.
And it's a process. Yes, it is.
The heart is not so smart. You don't choose who you fall in love with. So it's not. It's not.
Hey,
it's not. It's not. It's
the process.
Yeah. You see, when you're dealing with this issue, you have to think with your heart and with your head.
Yeah. So if you cut it out, it will when they are falling in love. I hear you, and I definitely, I 100% agree with you, because it's like it's a like you said, it's a mental thing where if you are saying I don't want to go with anybody who's this age, you cut it off. You are going to cut it off. So even if the person comes, you're going to say, look, please, don't even, like, you're too young, right? You cut it off. So like you don't get to that point where you're falling in love. But don't you think that sometimes it still happens? Like, it happens and
yeah, it happens. You
when
do
the man
you do with it.
It's because he's a man. He's got everything you want. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna say no? I don't. Oh no, I don't want you.
No, yeah.
I mean, you resist as much as you can, but
no, I'm
the heart
sorry,
wants what it wants. Yeah, really.
It's no.
The heart wants what it wants.
The heart will mend
itself. Yeah.
You'll train the heart.
It's a process, like she said. She put it very well. It's a process. I'm telling you, like if you remove your heart from that, and then again, see what I found out, that remove yourself from the situation.
Exactly. I remember when I was in DBM, there was this young boy. I don't like using the word fans. Someone who admires what I do, right? He would come to the office, to the studio, and say, "Oh, Evelyn, you've worked so hard." And by that time, I'm already very tired. He would drive me to Bar Beach, just the drive, nothing else. Drive me there, allow me to take in all the CDs and everything.
He was walking you.
And drive back. Sometimes he will come to my house when I'm cooking. He will take the onions from me and start helping me cut the onions.
Yeah.
Then he will now touch my hand, and then I'll say, "Stop it." But it was very, very difficult for me to tell him to stop it. Stop it. So it's something that you have to.
Oh my God, Anita,
use your head and your heart to deal with. After a while, I said, "You know what, Akin? Please, I appreciate everything you are doing."
Named him. Oh my God! I look at the name; it's a very nice name too.
I said, "Please, I am begging you." I said, "I'm begging you, please. Don't come to my house again. Let's not do this
exactly.
again." I watched a film recently. What was it? I watched a film on Netflix where someone was supposed to get married though, and then one of her sisters or her best friend. There was a 20-year-old boy, and she was, I think, 49 or so. And this guy kept on disturbing her. She liked the guy. Sorry?
Jumping the broom.
Yeah, that's it. Jumping the broom. And the statement she was always making was that, I'm not planning to go to prison. I'm not planning
to
send me to prison, y'all. Okay.
So it's a very, very difficult thing. But yeah,
you put it so well. It's a process, and yes, there are times that people, like the attraction just comes like instantly, but again, that attraction will not grow if you don't keep that
You
relationship
don't
going.
fit it. If you don't
Yeah, I
fit,
don't feel it
yeah.
exactly. Don't feel it. So you no, please, no, too young. There's too young, and too
So
young is
what
anybody who's
is too
mature.
young? 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 5 years, 2 years? Anita.
I mean,
That depends on the
I think
individual.
everybody has to have
I'm asking you now. I'm asking
me.
Anita.
Oh, you're asking me?
Mhm.
Well, I mean, I honestly haven't thought about it. So I think it's something I have to think about and process. Like you said, you have to then say what is too young and just and then and stick to it and just make sure you don't go beyond that age.
Evelyn was too young.
Like I said, as long as he's not younger than my youngest brother,
Don't
I'm
know
cool.
what that means. So what is too young? 10 years, 5 years?
Okay, my younger brother is 45, 40,
That's okay.
44. Yeah, so as
Yeah.
long as he's not younger than that.
How can you, okay, you and I will talk behind camera. How can you be 45? You are 45, you are the same now. What are you talking about?
Do you want to know
Okay,
how
let me
old I
ask
am?
you. I know how old you are. I know how old you are. So 45 is not too far from your age. Evelyn, I know how old you are. So let me ask you why you're saying 45. Is it so that your younger brother you think that he will not respect him if he's younger than your younger brother?
No, I don't care about what people say. It's my life, really. If my brother had been 39, it would have been 39.
No, because
So,
I'm saying because when you say 45, I don't know
why
how
that?
you are, but I'm just saying that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm making that statement right now that I know the distance between 45 and yours. I'm thinking 40 is fine.
40 is fine.
It's 40
No,
not.
then I would not become his mother.
Well, yeah. Look at yourself.
I'm looking for who will mother me.
And father you.
Exactly.
No, it's funny, but at my work, there's this girl. She's younger than me. She's 40, she should be about 46, 47 now. And her last boyfriend, and they dated for about probably up to, I'm thinking maybe 5 years. So in other words, the boy now, as at the time, let's see, the
She's
boy,
calling him boy.
he's a boy. He's a boy.
How
She should be about
old?
46 now. The girl should be about 46. So when they dated for about so she started dating him when he was like 21. That's a boy to me. Even a 40-year
Yeah.
boy to me. I have students in my class. I call them, they're boys. I know they're grown men. They don't want to be called that, but it is what it is. You know,
Yeah, boys.
you're a
It
boy.
depends on the woman, really.
Yeah.
It's the woman's choice. It's the woman's choice.
Oh,
What's my
but
choice is my choice.
yeah, but I think, again, I think the reason people tend to look at that, to try to tie it is that,
Society.
yeah,
It is, thank you.
yeah, just,
And I think
mm,
it's so funny because she has two boys. They're older than him. So, and this is what I asked her that, okay, now that this is going on, what do your sons, what do they think? She's like, they
think
don't roam,
exactly.
they don't roam. I've raised them to be respectable young men and respectful. And this is my life. So right now,
Exactly.
they're just going to agree with what I want. And she said initially the younger one, the younger of the two would have a problem. But later on, he's like, you know what? I don't care as long as you're happy, mom. He said, that's what it is. They don't live in my house. I pay my bills. I do what I want. Because she said initially, she was like, oh, what would people say? But this one that she was with made her really happy, made her really happy.
I think when you get to a certain age, you don't really care anymore what people say.
Right. Yeah. That is so true. You're so over that, like, whatever.
I
Because
know.
this
I
is
mean,
what I
I guess,
find. Yeah.
I guess you have to get to that point to kind of make that decision, because sometimes you may, like sometimes the people's decisions are always changing. You're not evolving. You are evolving as a what today is what you would do. You may not tomorrow. That might change, right? Because we are changing. We're always changing. So like you said, it depends on the person, on the situation. What situation are they in? So it just depends. You can never tell. But I just think that people kind of tend to look at it a little bit weird, right? If you're dating someone that's younger than your children, that's just society. So
I think it depends on
people,
where you grow up or where you grew up and what kind of traditions and customs are in place. There are more places that are more accepting and they don't care. They don't give 2 cents about it. And then there are other places that,
yeah,
will judge you.
you're right.
However, universally, the May-December relationship is a double standard one where a man will do it.
Mm-hmm.
And take, for instance, I'm going to use the United States president and his wife. I think there's a 16-year age gap. And no one is actually batting an
Oh,
eye.
it's only 16. I thought it was 35 or 40.
Well, I know she turns 50, or maybe it's more than that. I'm sorry. I think she
It's more
turns
than that, yeah.
about 50, gets into 50 or something. And he's in his early to mid 70s, about 73 or 74.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
it's 20,
But
yeah.
flip that around.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same age. I think someone said the France, the minister or the president of France,
Yeah,
and his
France.
wife is the same thing, but people raised eyebrows. She's older than him, but they said it's the same age. They actually did. They put them side by side. So Trump and
Oh,
Melania
really?
is the same age gap, but no one looks at
She was
Trump.
his teacher.
She was.
She was his teacher.
She was, yes. And they started
But
dating. Well, they
the
said it was a relationship.
the long and short of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even if we are removing the age factor,
Right.
it is only the two people, the man and the woman, that know what they see in themselves.
That is
So it's nobody's business.
Yeah, especially when
Really,
especially when they're,
really, it's nobody's business.
yeah.
If they are happy, they are happy. If they are not happy, they are not happy. It's not my business. It's not your business. It's their choice.
Yeah.
So even if the age gap is 25 years, if it's 35 years, it's their business. It's their life. It's they know what they do, what goes on behind closed doors. If
Yeah.
they come out and say, "Oh, this was a horrible relationship," we just sympathize with them and we move on. That's my take on it.
And I look, she's right. It's always this is always double standard all the time. It's always against women, and it's so annoying, really. No, it is because because in the men would do it and it will be fine because you always think that the man should be older, and then because if you look at it, he's almost marrying someone that is as almost as old as same age as some his kids or something like that. But if a woman does that and goes after someone that's the age of her own children, people are going to raise eyebrows. But at the end of the day, you're right. Evelyn, like if they get as long as they're over the age of 18 and they are grown men, they can make their own choices and decisions. My daughter reminds me that every day. she like, I'm just being respectful, so I'm just telling you what I'm doing. But it's really, you really can't tell me what to do any longer. So yeah, if the boy is 18 years old and well, as long as he's not living under his parents' roof and they're not providing for him and makes his own money and they don't have any control over him, yes, he can do whatever he wants. But if you're still under control of your parents, where they are paying your bills and they're sending you to school and they are giving you money, they're going to control your life. But as soon as if you're 18 and you're by yourself and nobody controls you, you pay your own bills and you can do whatever you feels like. But that doesn't stop society from judging you. They're going to judge you anyhow. Especially as a woman, they will judge you. They will. So just deal with it. If that's what you want, a relationship. I hope he's doing what he's supposed to do because all that judging.
Yeah.
No, it's true because you better be happy in it. Because if you're not, then because society they're really going to make an outcast because of that. People are going to point fingers at you everywhere you go. People are going to murmur behind your back. People are going to be hiding their children when they see you. That's the truth. They will. If they look at their children too close, they're going to say, okay, what is she doing? people will judge you and people will be mean. So be happy.
Right. I mean, be
Mhm.
happy. So, Anita, it's so funny you talked about, it's like you got in front of the other topic or the other question I was going to
Mhm.
bring up, is why go after the cow when you're getting the milk for free? Do we understand what that means? Meaning, is it okay to, I know you do now, is it okay to shack up? Is it okay for women to shack up? You know, have your significant whatever relationship you're in. Is it okay to shack up before marriage? You know, so that's where that.
Before marriage, are we really talking this right now?
Yes, we are. It doesn't have to
Okay.
necessarily apply to us. You know, because again, you get to a certain. I don't want to answer the question. I want to give it to the two of you.
Okay.
Because you get to a certain age where, again, I already know what Evelyn is going to say, so I'm saying it. So I need you to to bring another answer to the table. But the truth of the matter is, why, if you're going to shack up with someone, you know, like people will say, if you're shacking up, the man is just having it for free, or the woman is having it for free. Why do that? If Is that a good thing, or does that spoil marriage? You know, does that make him slow down, not want to propose? And you know, do you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, you get what I'm saying?
You know what?
What?
This afternoon I
Mm-hmm.
was watching a quiz show,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a guy. It was a guy that was there, and they asked him, if he wins the money, what is he going to do with the money?
Mhm.
He said he's going to go. He's going to take he's going to marry his partner of 16 years. That's He's been living with this woman, or they've been cohabiting for 16 years. And the first thing that came to my mind was, you're a very wicked man.
Totally agree.
Why is that?
I said, you're a very
With
wicked,
wickedness, that's
wicked man.
at the highest order.
16 years. 16 years, you know. But thinking about it now, that's his or her choice. Do you understand? But it also depends on society, where we come from, where we were brought up, and all of that, whatever it is. Now, this is how I see it, right? If we are not married, I am at liberty to do what I want. He is at liberty to do what he wants, to go where he wants, and I can go where I want, right? And we just come back to the same house and do what we want together within that house. That's the way
No,
I
you guys
look
have
at
a
it.
You guys have a
Well, there's a
commitment.
commitment there.
There's a
What kind of
commitment.
commitment? That we are dating?
See,
No, the fact that you're living together, the only thing not joining you together right now, legally under the law, is that there's no signed, you know, signatures on that dotted
So
line.
it's that signed signature that is the commitment, as far as I'm concerned.
So, in other words, what you're saying is, no, let's look at it this way. So, you're
yeah.
saying even for married people now, because they can also go out, do what they want.
Yes,
And
See,
yes.
that's not another topic. Oh.
no, see, for me, in relation to this particular topic that question you just raised, amazing.
Mhm.
See, if you are looking to marry the man, let's just face facts here. If you want to marry that man,
Mhm.
you'll be living in the same house with him. Because see, men like the chase. Okay. So if you're already there, they're not going to be in a rush to do
So they're
anything.
getting it easy. Is that what
They
you're
are
saying?
getting easy. So if you're really looking for, like, again, it depends on the culture, the country, like in our Nigerian culture, it's not encouraged for you to go live with anybody. But because at the end of the day, that man, if you're already living there, forget it. You're not going to get a marriage proposal. You know,
Exactly.
we have to learn to play the game. It's a game. Even it's a game. You have to learn to play the game. The game is this: if you are living in that man's house and you guys are already doing everything together as a married couple, he's not gonna make the effort to put the ring on it. Forget it. So why be there? So be on your own, be in your house, wherever it is that you're gonna be. Let him put the ring on it, and then you can get married. Because if not, you're gonna be in that situation where you're waiting for 16 years, like that man who wants to go and marry his best after 16 years. Come on, Really? No.
That's you. Okay, Anita.
No.
To hear from Evelyn. Are you of the same mind?
Yes, definitely. It's what we will call clean and chop mouth.
Yeah.
You know, come on. I mean, even after, once it begins to go to 2 years and
Please
above,
get out. Yeah.
you
better,
better wise up, girl.
you better wise up. You better do drastic change, because you know, men don't like it when they're under pressure. You know, because so if you've waited, okay, like peradventure, you moved in with this guy. Okay, you are living in the same house. You're asking to put the ring on it. He won't do it. Carry your things and go back. Rent a house and go and stay there by yourself.
I would never move in with a man like that. Yes, weekends, yes.
Yes.
1 week, yes.
Yeah.
But that I will pack, no.
Yeah,
sorry.
make a statement.
Once the respect is gone.
Gone. No. I actually,
that's in my view, the respect is gone. You know, he can go and come as he. I mean, it's just not. It's not a. It's not a palatable situation at all.
Some people would say that you being in the same space as him, you can then manipulate and get into what you want. Some women would argue that.
No, men, I don't know why, but when it comes to this idea of marriage and proposals, men tend to dig they just dig it. They just refuse to do what they're supposed to do. They refuse. And if they're comfortable enough with their situation where they don't need to do it, they will not do it. I'm telling you.
And another thing with men, right? When you hear that the first time I set my eyes on you, I knew you were my wife. Believe it.
I was just
believe.
Wow, you're getting ahead of questions. Oy.
Believe it, right?
The man knows.
A man knows who he wants to marry.
Yeah,
he knows when he wants to marry. There might be some slight changes that would like make the picture clearer for him, but he knows from day one if he's going to marry you or not. So you just packing your load and moving in with him. If he's not going to marry you, he's not going to marry you. You are not the one, you're not the one.
But I would say that also, but if he's not thinking of marrying you, if he's not thinking of nesting with you, I don't think he's open to letting you coming into his house. Before. And these are the things that they would say, like, oh no, a man, and I've talked to men too, and I'm, like, usually when a man is inviting you to his home, you're already wifey. What do you think about that then?
That they say you're
already wifey. You know what I mean by wifey? Like a man is a big commitment for him when he's already like extending you the key to his house or his apartment. You know what I mean? Where he wants to nest with you.
Okay, I do get it, but it's not the same.
Like in his mind thinking that, something is he's taking you somewhere.
Amy.
Because there would always be chicks. Amazing.
Amy, amazing. It's in his, you just said in his mind. It's in his mind.
What?
It's nowhere. It's in his mind. It's not in anybody's mind. Nobody knows what he's thinking. Let it be in his mind, please. Look, if you want to, don't do it. Honestly, because men are just men are they love their comfort. They like routine. So you're already there. You're already doing what you're supposed to do. He's not going to marry. He's just going to keep postponing it because the more you live together, he's going to start finding things he does not like. She was like this. Oh no, he's not thinking. Oh my God, so she knocks this way. No, don't do it. No.
Interesting.
Don't do it. No, because honestly, I need to calm down. But don't. I mean, I'm very passionate about this. Don't do it. I have a situation. I know somebody very well.
Why buy a whole cow when you're getting the milk for free?
Exactly. Why do it? There's this person, had a girlfriend. This girlfriend helped him through law school. How it is now. she was one that was working, 2-3 jobs where he finished law school, then he had to.
Back in those days, people still
No,
do
yeah,
it.
those
People are
things.
gonna label me now as a
Yeah.
bad girl in this 3 ladies panel. I was just asking, women still do that? Put men through school? I thought that was just.
You know what,
Oh, they
right?
do.
All the talk we are talking,
Yeah.
until he puts that
Ring
ring
on it. Forget it.
You are not wife.
You're not wife. And that's what I was going to say, because she did all of that, okay? And all the time he was going to law school and he was getting, I mean, you knew then. Now it came time to now the girl, she's not okay. Now you finished law school, you're graduated. Now you've done your 1 year, bar, whatever you need to do, like that. They have to do 2 year of internship with an attorney. You've done all of that. Now you are now a recognized, lawyer, and you're not saying, "Oh, okay, marry now." No, I've just found she's rude. She's very disrespectful. Like, really, I'm like, please, I'm begging you. I will not be party to this nonsense. Please, if you just have said that 4 years ago before she helped you through, because you told me yourself how much she paid. Make sure that you told me, and now you're gonna say 4 years after that. Now she's
Everywhere you quit.
Because what is going on in my head is that I just considered an investment of how you've helped somebody's life, really.
No, investment.
Because men, not all men, right? It's simple. Like I said before, a man who knows who he's going to marry from day one.
Yeah.
He knows.
Don't do
So, and like my son, I always tell him, I said, no, don't let any woman move into your house. Don't. Stay in your own place, build your life. Then when you are ready, go and look for her, I'll marry her.
Yeah.
I know society, things differently now. Like in the UK, they have the laws, that help partnerships, male, female, female, male, male.
Common law marriage.
They have those laws, right? As a partnership, that's if you're not married, right? They have laws that protect you and all of that. But bottom line is, right? I am an African woman. I'm very liberal. Don't get me wrong. Very, very, very liberal. But it just goes without saying that until he takes you to his parents and he puts a ring on your finger, you are not his wife.
You're not. You're not.
And unfortunately for you, you would have wasted all your years, or how many years?
And the eggs.
Serving him.
Little eggs.
Free, free. You were a cook.
I know I'm being
You were a cook.
I'm trying to be funny here. You said years, and I'm like, add eggs. Eggs? You don't know what I mean by eggs?
Yeah.
The reproductive. You'd be wasting.
No, you don't.
Okay, I'm trying not to take side. No, but people do. I've talked to people, especially with the younger generation. I think they do cohabitate a lot. They do it a lot. They do that whole, but I still think, and this is their argument, usually I know, and I've talked to guys, when they know that you're the one, they're ready. When a man tells you, move into my place, it's a form of proposal.
No,
well, it's not a form of proposal, please.
A form of proposal.
It's like, no, it's not.
It's in his head, like you said, in his head.
Free.
No.
Free companionship.
No,
it's you're doing it every night for free. Forget it.
I will be around below.
That's why you have a lot of that's why you have a lot of fathers who just abandon their children, their kids, because they've lived together with a woman, had kids with that, and then they just realize that no, this is not working. This is not what I want. This is not the time for this. And then those kids suffer.
Yeah.
After love,
they suffer. They don't out, and then we complain that our sons are not doing well. They are this, they are that. Come on, man. Come on.
No, but I mean, I'm sure we are all in agreement, right? Because we let's be wise. No, let's be no,
Amazon isn't.
no, but let's let's
Remember,
be
it's not
realistic.
what?
We know.
I say you are not in agreement.
Hey, law school. It's not only law school.
I mean, you haven't had medical school. Medical school is 7 years. You've not had the one medical school. 7 years medical school, and then after
Hmm.
7 years of
You know, and that's what I was saying. I said that story was like in the olden days story. Is it still? Is this? Do they still?
it's
They
still
still
It
put them through?
happens.
Do they still put them through schools
It's
these
still
days?
happening.
Really?
I mean, but see, what I mean, they don't really say put two square. I mean, see, so you are dating somebody, like, and the guy tells you, so that because I know, I'm going to school right now,
How old are you when you meet that man?
yeah,
You can't be
and
waiting eggs. This is
yeah, I know 7 years,
you
and then
can't
you
wait
just,
your eggs that
let's live together, so that we can save the bills, we can save on bills. Meanwhile, you are not going to work, but it's the woman that's going to be working. You're saving on bills, but she's the one working. She's the one providing, paying for the house. Paying all the bills, making sure everything is paid for because you are in school, right? So they don't really say put you through school. They're like, oh, let's just, let's combine our resources together.
2
Let's
years is a
be
long
married.
time.
Yeah.
You don't train.
Mhm. It's not. It's please. I mean,
Play with
too many
kids
women
back
have
then,
fallen
or
into that
talking
trap.
how small is my own day. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but that was one of the questions. So you just got ahead of it. So in other words, what you guys are saying is, don't train this young man. Let them pull up themselves by their bootstrap. Okay, don't give away free milk. Okay, and as long as he hasn't put the ring on it, like Evelyn said, if he hasn't put the ring on it, you're not wifey.
No, you're not worthy.
Yes.
Whatever he's thinking in his head is in his head.
Oh
It's
yes.
not.
And Anita says it's all in his head. If he hasn't,
It's
if
all
he
in his
hasn't
head.
acted on it, it is in his
He
head.
hasn't acted on it yet. So,
Okay.
mm,
Interesting, ladies. Again, if you're tuning in, this is AMZ TV, and my name is Ameze, and I'm here with Evelyn and Anita, and we're having fun. We're winding down right now. Let me see if there's any other one more question that we can take, so we can, because, okay, I'm just going to put it this way. What would you, I'm going to throw the question to Evelyn first. What would you tell your younger self about life and love?
Hmm. What will I tell my younger self? Live every day as though it were your last. Right? If you love someone, tell them, because you never know tomorrow. Those are my last words.
Nice. Those are powerful words. Interesting. Anita?
I mean, that's what would I tell my younger self
About life and love.
about life? Yeah, I'm just trying to like think. I think maybe like I would probably be more. Yeah, maybe enjoy life a little bit more because I think my younger self was a little bit serious. I was kind of a serious person when I was younger. I mean, everything was serious to me. Like I took everything too seriously. Like I didn't really have as much fun because I was focused on hey finish this, do that. Like the script, right? You had to finish at this age, get married at this age, and so I was focused on getting all of those, achieving all those goals and ticking off all those boxes. And I don't really think I had time to really have fun. So I think I probably would tell myself to be more outgoing and just kind of not focus on too many issues, like um and of course it depends on life, right? Where life finds you, it's where you are, but definitely be more a little bit more outgoing and more fun.
And that's where answering your question, I was thinking what I would tell my younger self. I'll tell my younger self to not care so much. Do what you want to do, what makes you happy. Being in love is good, but I think it's overrated.
Yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
Um, I'll tell my younger self, do you. You know, Americans will say, do you? Yeah, don't care. Just do you. What makes you happy? And then I think that's it for me, really. You know, be appreciative. I'm a very appreciative person anyway. But I will tell my younger self, you do you. As long as you're
Yeah.
happy with it, yeah, you do you. So, on that note, we come to the conclusion of this lovely, lovely episode with my lovely ladies, because we have to let Evelyn go to sleep. It's very late over there now.
I know. I'm surprised she hasn't fallen asleep already.
Yeah.
No, with this interesting gist, no.
Mm,
Evelyn is going to be back again for those of you who are been tuning into my channel. That's something I've, you know, the chat is where I just hang out with my friends and then we talk about different topics. Some are trending, some maybe not, but it matters to us. So Evelyn will be back and then again, please listen to the podcast because she was very open about her experience. But she's going to be back and on this platform and talk some more about how that has shaped her, some of the things she's doing. Again, she's a prolific producer and she has her own show, Just Eve Show in the UK and US, Canada, Germany. I mean, she's a powerful lady, this one. She just sits there looking innocent. Please don't believe that. No, no.
I'm innocent, please. I'm innocent.
These are powerful women I've got for you guys. So it is such an honor. I love my friends, and I just like Evelyn and Anita, we're all about, you know, getting women and supporting women and empowering other women. So Evelyn is going to come back and she's going to be telling us about, you know, there's this program she's running and helping, you know, survivors of sexual assault. So Evelyn is going to be back to talk to us about it because we need to showcase that, you know, and hopefully that would, because you never know who's watching and who's listening and whose lives can be affected. But having said that, thank you, ladies. It's always a pleasure having you here. So until, you know, next week when we come your way again. Anita, I know we have said last word, but what do you want to say? Just
last word.
the last word.
Last word. Well, thank you. Look, it was nice meeting you, Evelyn. So, you know,
Same here.
you have a lot to say. You have you know, experiences that definitely should share with people. So, but looking forward to I'm going to listen to the podcast and I look forward to your other podcasts. You know, so
My podcast.
I know. I mean, so she said
me.
your podcast.
Yeah.
Right, she was talking about.
Me.
Yeah, what you're talking about. So I definitely want to hear more about what you went through. But it was nice meeting you. Hopefully, we'll talk
Yeah.
all the time. Amy, last word.
That's your last
Okay.
word? Okay. And
No,
Evelyn,
it was. Thank you for having me. Love you.
love you too.
Mm.
Evelyn, last word.
Last word. What's last word? Okay, yes, this is what I always say. Never say you can't. How do you know you can't?
Yes.
When you have not tried. And you have not tried until you have succeeded.
Oh,
So sending out all my love.
I love
you all.
Love you, love you, love you, love you. Bye, guys. I'll see you.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Mwah.